chain a game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Columbus Explorers and the Mexico City Diablos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again is Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's Hardy. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete. This is Lewis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On first down, Duckworth. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes going to throw, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Explorers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And Jackson throwing once more. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, Duckworth, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Lewis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Duckworth, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's hauled in by Hardy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
brings up 2nd and 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it's a smart move.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. Yards.
43 yards. And the Columbus.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, here this 3rd quarter, the whole complaint.